Good morning, students. Welcome to PNMRC e-classes. I Vandana Yadav, your science teacher. Today I am going to teach you part 5, that is the last part of chapter number 2, microorganism, friend and foe. Students, first topic of today's session is disease causing microorganism in plants. Just like human beings and other animals, microorganisms also cause disease in plants. For example, several microorganisms cause disease in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, oranges, apple and others. Some of the common plant disease caused by microorganisms are rust of wheat, citrus canker and yellow vein mosaic of bhindi, that is okra. The disease of plant caused by microorganisms reduce the yield and quality of various crops. The plant disease can be controlled by use of certain chemicals which kill the disease causing microorganism, and in this way we can preserve our plants. Students, some of the plant diseases, their causative microorganism, mode of transmission is given in the table. You have to thoroughly learn this table. It is already given in your textbook. So students, our next topic is preservation of food. The food materials like milk, fruits, vegetables, meat, fish and cooked food, etc. get spoiled easily. This is because they contain a lot of water, due to which the food spoiling microorganism can grow in them easily. We can prevent the spoilage and contamination of easily spoilable food material like milk, fruits, vegetables, meat, fish and cooked food, etc. by proper methods or techniques of food preservation. The process in which the food materials are given a suitable physical or chemical treatment to prevent their spoilage is called food preservation. Some of the methods of preserving food are sun drying, heating, cooling, deep freezing, addition of common salt, addition of sugar, addition of mustard oil and vinegar, pasteurization, chemical method, etc. We will study them one by one in detail. Our first method of preservation of food is by sun drying. Drying means removal of water from food materials which are to be preserved. Sun drying reduces the water content of food materials and make them dry. In the absence of moisture, the food does not spoil because the microorganisms which spoil food do not grow in dry food. The vegetables like spinach, matlab palak, methi leaves, cauliflower and peas are preserved in our homes by sun drying method. These dried vegetables can be stored safely for a long time and used whenever required. Grapes are preserved by drying to make resin, that is kishmish. Students, another method of preservation of food is by deep freezing. Preservation of food by deep freezing means preservation of food by excessive cold at temperature much below 0 degrees Celsius. Deep freezing of food can be done by placing it in a freezer compartment of our refrigerator or in a special deep freeze refrigerator. When the food is kept in a deep freezer, the food gets frozen. At the very low temperature in deep freezer, the growth of food spoiling microorganism is prevented completely. Due to this, the frozen food remain unspoiled and fresh for long period. Our another method is preservation of food by chemicals. The three special chemicals which are used as preservatives in a preservation of food are sodium metabisulfate, sodium benzoate and citric acid. Sodium metabisulfate and sodium benzoate are used to preserve food such as jams, jellies, juices and squashes. so as to save them from spoilage. And citric acid is used as a preservative in confectionaries, means sweets. These special chemicals kills the food spoiling bacteria, but they do not harm us. Friends, our next method of preservation of food is by common salt. Common salt prevents the growth of food spoiling microorganisms, due to which it is used to preserve a number of food materials. Common salt has been used to preserve meat and fish for ages. Meat and fish are covered with dry salt to prevent the growth of bacteria. Such meat and fish do not get spoiled easily. They remain good for a long time. Common salt is also used to preserve foods such as raw mangoes, lemon and amla and tamarind. Another method of preservation of food is by oil and vinegar. Mustard oil and vinegar means sirka, are widely used as preservatives for the preservation of fruits and vegetables in the form of pickles. Pickles means achar. The use of mustard oil and vinegar prevents the spoilage of food and fruits and vegetables, because food spoiling bacteria cannot live in such an environment. Some of the fruits and vegetables which can be spoiled easily are prevented in the form of their pickles by using mustard oil and vinegar. Another method of preservation of food is by using sugar. Sugar is used as a preservative in making jams and jellies from fruits. Sugar reduces the moisture content from the fruits, which inhibits the growth of microorganisms like bacteria which spoil the fruits. The fruits which are preserved in the form of jams and jellies by using sugar as preservative are apple, ripe mango, orange, strawberry, pineapple and guava. Our next method of preservation of this food is by using heat and cold treatments. You must have observed your mother boiling milk before it is stored or used. Boiling kills many microorganisms. Similarly, we keep our food in refrigerator. Low temperature inhibits the growth of microbes. Now, preservation of food by pasteurization method. A French scientist named Louis Pasteur has given an excellent method of preserving food. This method is called pasteurization after his name. The method of pasteurization is used for preservation of milk in big dairies, and it involves the process of heating followed by quick cooling. Milk is preserved by the method of pasteurization as follows. First, the milk is heated to about 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds to kill most of the bacteria present in it. Next, this hot milk is cooled very quickly to a low temperature to prevent any remaining bacteria from growing further. And then this milk is stored in refrigerators. Pasteurized milk can be consumed without boiling because it is free from harmful microorganisms. The milk that come in packets also does not get spoiled for a fairly long time. This is because it is pasteurized milk. Our next topic is preservation of food by packing in airtight packets. These days, dry fruits and even vegetables are sold in sealed airtight packets to prevent the attack of microorganisms on them. This helps the dry fruits and vegetables to remain unspoiled for a long time. Students, our next topic is nitrogen fixation. Our atmosphere contains a lot of nitrogen gas. In fact, our atmosphere has 78% nitrogen gas. The atmospheric nitrogen gas cannot be utilized directly by the plants or animals. In order that the nitrogen gas of atmosphere can be utilized by plants for their growth. It has to be first converted into nitrogen compounds. The process of converting nitrogen gas of atmosphere into compounds of nitrogen is called nitrogen fixation. The nitrogen gas is the free nitrogen, whereas nitrogen compound are said to be fixed nitrogen. The nitrogen gas of atmosphere can be fixed by certain nitrogen fixing bacteria present in the soil, by rhizobium bacteria present in the root nodules of leguminous plants. Leguminous plants means dalo wale plants, by blue-green algae and by lightning. Students, now we will discuss about nitrogen cycle in nature. Nitrogen is required by both plants and animals for their growth and development. Nitrogen is an essential compound of protein which make up the bodies of plants and animals. Nitrogen is also present in chlorophyll, nucleic acid and vitamins. The same nitrogen element is circulated again and again through living things like plants and animals, and non-living things like air, soil and water. The circulation of nitrogen elements through living things like plants and animals and non-living environment like air, soil and water is called nitrogen cycle in nature. Students, this is an important topic. You must listen to me very carefully. In this topic, I will discuss about nitrogen cycle in detail. The atmosphere contains nitrogen gas. The nitrogen fixing bacteria present in the soil and in the root nodules of leguminous plants. Leguminous plants means dalo wale plants, blue-green algae and lightning in the sky. Fix nitrogen gas from the atmosphere and convert it into compounds of nitrogen which go into the soil. Next step is the plants take compounds of nitrogen from the soil for their growth. The plants absorb the nitrogen compound from the soil through their roots. The plants convert the compounds of nitrogen into plant protein and other organic compounds which make up the bodies of plants. Next step is the plants are then eaten up by animals as food. Animals convert plant protein into animal proteins and other organic compounds which make up their body. Some animals also eat other animals to obtain nitrogen compounds. Thus, animals obtain nitrogen compound by eating plant as well as other animals. Students, fourth point of nitrogen cycle is when plants die, the complex nitrogen compounds present in their dead bodies are decomposed and converted into simple compounds of nitrogen by certain bacteria and fungi present in the soil. From the soil, these nitrogen compounds are again absorbed by the new plants for their growth, and this part of nitrogen cycle is repeated endlessly. Our fifth point is some of the compounds of nitrogen are decomposed by denitrifying bacteria present in the soil to form nitrogen gas. This nitrogen gas goes back into the atmosphere. In this way, the nitrogen gas which was removed from the atmosphere during fixation is put back into the atmosphere. From the atmosphere, nitrogen gas is used again during nitrogen fixation, and the nitrogen cycle is repeated in the nature again and again. As a result of nitrogen cycle in nature, the percentage of nitrogen gas in the atmosphere remains constant. Students, a label diagram of nitrogen cycle in nature is given in the figure. This figure you have to draw in your notebook, and you have to write about nitrogen cycle in your notebook. Thank you students. This was the end of chapter number 2, Microorganism, Friends and Foe. We will meet again with some new topics in our next session.